Hello everyone, this is Tim and I am recording from a hotel room in Springdale, Arkansas. It is Thursday night, the 16th of December. I left my home in Arizona yesterday morning to take a trip back to Pennsylvania to see some of my family for Christmas. And along the way, I'm looking forward to visiting with Freddie Quotes and possibly Crypto Cabana also. So we'll see how that turns out. I would have made a video yesterday, but ironically enough, the most treacherous driving I've done so far was actually in Arizona. Interstate 40, everything from Flagstaff to Albuquerque, New Mexico was just a mess. They had gotten a snowstorm the night before and there was ice all over the road for dozens of miles. There were multiple traffic jams, multiple accident scenes, and multiple roadwork zones. So it was just one delay after another the whole day yesterday. But today was much more pleasant driving. I managed to stop and take the time to look at a place in, what's the name of the town here? Fayetteville, Arkansas. I stopped by to see an arcade that somebody had talked about on Twitter. They really talked about how this was like the ultimate place. And when I was a kid, I was really into video games when I was younger. And I have a younger brother who buys, restores, sells, rents out pinball games. So he's really into all that. And, I realized looking back that, electronic equipment is really just the execution of mathematical principles in the material world. And, getting interested in that as a child really is one of the things that got me prepared to take an interest in computer programming when I was a teenager, and ultimately led me to regard cryptocurrency and specifically HEX for its potential in this world. So it was kind of an opportunity to reminisce a little bit. It's kind of neat the way this place was laid out. Basically pay a flat fee at the door and all the games are rigged up that you can just play as much as you want. You don't have to put quarters in them or anything. And when I first walked in, there was nobody there at the door. So I just walked around the place for about 15 minutes or so. And eventually a guy came up and told me who he was. And I was going to give him the $5, and after talking to him for a few minutes, he's like, "Oh man, don't worry about it." He's like, "If you're not going to be here for more than another half hour or an hour," he's like, "you just knock yourself out. Don't have to pay for anything." And I was just like, okay. So I played a few games, just one or two here and there, like a round of Wizard of War and Time Pilot and Gyrus and stuff. And they did have Robotron 2084, which was one of my all-time favorite games, but unfortunately their version of it was not working. He had told me the reason that so many of their games were down is because they were in lockdown for a while, and when they started firing the games back up after they were allowed to reopen, they started malfunctioning, so many of them are in the process of being repaired. But it was still fun. It was neat. When I used to play games as a kid, it was all about having to prove to myself that I was smarter than the computer, so I just had to beat the game. It wasn't like that this time, 5 minutes here or there, and it was just like, yeah, I remember this. This is cool. So anyway, it was good. It was a lot of fun. It's a place that I would like to take my brother to. I'm sure he would get just a big kick out of it. So, So this is the trip so far. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of my family. Talked to my mom this morning and told her about my new car, and she's excited to take a ride in it. So that'll be that'll be fun. But other than that, life has been very well. Busy as usual, but well. You know, obviously a lot has been going on with Hex recently. It's nice to see the price going back up. And now that the sacrifice for the new Pulse Chain exchange, which some people seem to be extrapolating the title on to extreme degrees, is about to launch here. And you know, Pulse Chain is not long after that. So we're going to see the real power of the crypto space. You know, RG3 was saying in Vegas that something to the effect that crypto is going to take over the world and Hex is going to take over crypto. And that's because we have a real product with people who are, you know, on purpose about accomplishing great things and not dilly-dallying with meme coins and dog coins and gambling with other garbage. So it's like a vindication to see the price starting to reappreciate while I'm on my way to Pennsylvania, because the last time I was there, I spoke before a whole group of people and onboarded, you know, almost close to 10 people that night. So, and they bought in, well, that was around 18 cents. So, you know, watching the price dip for 3 months was, I'm sure, kind of challenging to some of them because they're not used to dips. You know, when you've been in the space for 10 years, it's, you know, just another walk in the park, really. So anyway, I would like to do some more videos while I'm on this trip and just, you know, keep everybody up to speed on what's going on. And I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're all prepared to have an enjoyable Christmas. You know, I got word of the catastrophe that happened in Missouri and Kentucky and parts of Tennessee with that tornado, and just, it was really heart-wrenching to see some of the effects of that because of just the whole sense of helplessness I felt in not really being able to do anything about it. I mean, fortunately, I know people who work for humanitarian agencies that are already, you know, on the ground doing their part. So, you know, Hex can fix a lot of things, but, you know, controlling the weather, I'm afraid is going to take a little bit more than math to do that. So, anyway, I hope you're all safe and well, and I hope you have an enjoyable Christmas. Like I said, I hope to be able to give everybody some more details between now and then. But until then, everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.